In this video, we're going to learn to import Stripe invoices into Airtable. First thing you need to do is go to the Airtable app marketplace and install the free data fetcher app. Once you've installed it in your base, sign up for a free data fetcher account or sign into your existing account. Then click on Create Your First Request, and for application, select Stripe. Then click on New Stripe Connection, and this is where we authorize data fetcher to talk to Stripe. So select the account you want to connect and click Connect, and you'll then be returned to data fetcher with a Stripe connection selected here. Then for the endpoint, select List All Invoices, and here we want to change the name of the request to Fetch Invoices or whatever you want. Then click on Save and Continue in the bottom right, and you can either add a filter for the collection method here, or you can also add a created at filter. So this will filter the invoices based on when they were created. But I'm going to leave those blank for now so I get all of my invoices from Stripe. Check the output table and view are set to where you want to pull the invoices into, and click Run in the bottom right. Then click Continue. And we're then going to see a preview of all the available fields that come back from Stripe. So for each of those, we can either filter it out or import it, and we could map it to an existing field or a new field. So I'm going to click Filter All to get rid of all of these, and then I'm going to add ID, amount due, which is also going to be mapped to a new field. I'm going to map created at or created to a new field, and this is a timestamp which we're going to see how to convert into an actual date. Then I'm going to keep customer email, which is going to be mapped to a new email field. And finally, I'm going to search for PDF. And you can see here, we've got the invoice PDF. So this is a hosted PDF file on Stripe. And rather than using a URL field for that, I'm going to map it to an attachment field. So we actually get the invoice as an attachment file in Airtable. So finally click Save and Run. And data fetcher will create those missing fields for us, and is then going to import all of our invoices from Stripe. Now each run can only pull in 100 invoices. So if you've got more than 100 invoices, it's going to take several pages of data or several runs. And you can see here, I'm pulling in the second page, and it's creating 100 records for that, and then the third page, etc. So whilst it's doing that, let's see how to create a date field for this created at timestamp. So if you go to the article that goes along with this video, that's in the video description, you'll see a formula that we can copy in to a new formula field. And it basically converts that timestamp into an actual date, which we can see here with the formatting. So let's create that field, and we can see we've got a date for all of those invoices. We can also see that that invoice PDF field came in as an attachment file, and the other fields have also been added. So back in data fetcher, you can close this message, and we need to set a unique field so that data fetcher can update the records here and match them up with the invoices that come back from Stripe. So go into the advanced settings, scroll to update based on field, and select ID. And as I said, this means that if we move a record around or change the data in a record, as long as the ID is correct, data fetcher will always know how to update that based on the invoices that come back from Stripe. So click Save to save that unique update based on field. And then we're going to see how to schedule this to run automatically, even when we're not using Airtable. So first you'll need to upgrade to a paid data fetcher account, and then add your API key. And once you've done that, you can click Schedule this request, set the frequency you want the schedule to run on, and the days of the week. And once you're happy with your schedule, click Save. And that means that data fetcher is going to automatically pull in those Stripe invoices. There's no need for you to be using the app or using Airtable. It'll just run on the schedule you've selected.